because he's a cunt, and he's still in British place, and Yammin's here.
I'm here though. I'm here. I'm subbing in. He tagged me in. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna tag you in, and you're in."
Why did you think that any of these would spoil shit for you? They're just the titles of stuff.
What if I didn't know that she was still alive?
Home is where my mother is.
Why would you say that the mother?
But it could be anybody.
You're
what
right,
if his mother is just some person that he knows that he thinks is a motherly figure?
Right. Okay. And we're talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, by the way. He's got his quests open, and I didn't want to see them.
I almost just want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but it's gonna spoil stuff for you.
It's also dude, you have to talk. Because I can't.
I know you can't talk, but it's a disability. But getting wood in this game, just fighting the ship. Okay. You get hundreds of pieces of wood from that. Okay. And I ended up upgrading my ship completely, which was nice.
Well, Jesus, how do you? Wow.
I just play this game a lot.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's a lot.
Have you do you kill any more mercenaries? I recruit all of them because I see no benefit.
Since I steal stuff all the time and accidentally murder civilians because they get in the way of me fighting, tons of them come after me, and I've noticed that. So like when you board, you take your boarding crew, which is these 4 assholes, and for the longest time, I just had some losers that were like beta cuck bitches, right, okay. But I could get like Leonidas over here, and then this crazy person who looks like Caviera. But yeah, and this person's the Odessa chick who you get the Odysseus thing with. Yeah,
I don't kill any of them anymore. I just recruit them.
Really?
You still get the loot. There's no point in killing them.
I didn't know that you still get the loot.
You still get the loot, so there's no point in killing them. You get the loot. I don't think there's a benefit to killing them.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's satisfying to see the animation. Yeah.
There's it's just like takes so much more thought to not kill them.
I know,
because you have to shoot them with special arrows and stuff.
Special arrow or do the kick, especially if you're like surrounded by enemies, to take the time to get him to low enough health and then kick him. It's tough. Do you see how they look in the mercenaries menu after you recruit them?
They look like losers. They're like, oh, where's the dead one though? I don't have any dead ones. They're all alive.
Yeah,
they all look so fucking weird, and also there's like they'll have like there was a dude who's like Mephistopheles, the shoeless, but he was wearing shoes, and I'm like, what do you even? Why? It was really weird. Yeah. Are these guys all dead, or are they just undiscovered? You haven't found them yet. Why would it show me undiscovered ones that I'm never gonna fight because they're like so much lower level than I am?
I mean, you still get gold loot.
Have you gone to the Coliseum yet?
No, I haven't. So shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
I haven't either. So that was my question.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Do you want to hear the story about?
Yes.
You're very trusting that this is going to be interesting. When I was in, I don't know why I thought of this earlier. I was just looking up at my wall while I was drawing, and there was a little piece of, I don't know if you can see it, where duct tape used to be, and there was a sign there that said, because in high school I so much that I got bruises.
Okay. Right, I think we've talked about this.
And not on the podcast.
Oh, well, you and I have talked about this.
Yeah, it's something that I love bringing up when I'm talking to you. But
every time
I did it too much, and I was like bad. It was bad, and I was in pain, and I was like thinking about how I can stop myself. So like,
you put a picture of like a family member.
No. Oh, okay. I wrote on the sign, "Don't do it again."
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I put it up because I couldn't say stop.
Right.
Because the people would come and see it.
And that worked?
It didn't work at all.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to say,
I've got like scars of my
That's great. Thanks for letting me know.
Do you not do it that much?
No.
I thought everybody did it that much.
I mean, no, I can't say
not anymore, but probably not anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. I was going to say, we could just put a sign in a store that says, "Don't rob us." And then we would never get robbed. That's
like when people say, "Oh, you have a gun-free zone." I don't think a criminal's going to care about that. Which is possibly true. Do you think that if there was more like teachers with guns or like people with guns guarding schools, and that would deter people with guns?
No.
Right?
I don't think it would.
Crazy people are not exactly like problem solvers. They didn't see the warning signs.
Yeah, no, I don't think that would do anything. I don't ever think adding guns fixes a problem.
No, come on. Add some guns. We have much less ability to maintain subject because Pena usually makes me angry about something, or like says something that I talk over him about. But Yammin never says anything, so this is much harder. That's why I wrote down these convenient things that we can talk about.
There's like 3 things on this list.
We're
5 minutes in and we're already on number 2, which is, by the way, or maybe even number 3. We did Odyssey. We did the list. We're on number 3.
I wrote for that story. I put up a sign that says "Don't do it again" because of so much that I got bruises, which is literally all we said.
That was the story. You might as well just read the paper.
And AC Odyssey is fucking frustrating.
Frustrating. Oh, I read that as fascinating.
It's fascinating.
You write like, I don't know, you write like a 4-year-old. So it looks like fascinating. Definitely looks like fascinating.
No, it does not. And I don't write like a 4-year-old. Also, I ran out of subjects and I started drawing it out.
You started drawing, yeah. I did notice that.
Yeah, but this, I can't even think of it's
overwhelming.
It's not overwhelming.
It's definitely, it's for me, the reason I haven't played it is every time I think, every time you zoom out, you've probably played like 1,000 hours and to do this like inch of the map.
Let's see how many I've gotten.
Jeez, it's overwhelming. There's so much to do.
I've done this for like 50 hours or something.
I never thought I would look at a game and go, wow, I don't like this. There's too much.
There is a lot. There's also all these little tiny islands that almost have nothing, but I can't, like this one that I didn't even notice. This is an island. It's fucking. Yeah, it's like a little.
Lesterous.
It's like it's. Have you been to Lesbos yet?
You stop it.
No, I'm not kidding. It's real.
Oh.
Where is it? It's an existing thing. Lesbos. Lesbos, the island of Lesbos.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. Have you done the mission where you get the
vineyard?
What's it called?
Ancient pearl, petrified. What?
You get like the potions for a dude named Testicles.
No.
It's supposed to make him smell good or something.
Oh wait, did you send a picture of that, or is it something I saw on Instagram?
I think I might have sent it, or maybe it was on Reddit.
I thought this was Italy, but that's just the shoe-looking place.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Malice, but Lesbos is my current goal in life. Skyrim.
If this game had come out like 4 years ago, back
you would have been
like,
more okay with it being that big.
No, well, yes, that's not what I was gonna say. Though I was gonna say I would have enjoyed it more because I remember. Because we had just learned about all this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember this as much as I feel like I should. All the Romans and the Greeks and Sparta.
You want to know how long I've been playing?
111 hours. When did this game come out?
So I think like 2 weeks ago.
When did this game freaking come out? What?
That's like most of my time.
This was 100 hours. He has, I'd say, what do you say? Half the map?
This is... Yeah, like 49%, I would say.
Yeah, he's got almost half the map done. He's played for over 100 hours. That's
but there's still so much. I feel like it's less than that.
That's what I'm saying. Less, so like what, 40%?
40%, 45%. It's ridiculous.
It's overwhelming.
Can you imagine if you had to get all of this as well?
No, fuck that.
Fucking A. It's just mountains. I wonder if you try to go through that. It didn't say it could block you. Or no, maybe it's a desynchronization wall or whatever.
Something like that.
Dude, every time they kick me out of this game to this stupid dialogue outside, they made me do a little like, you know, in the old Assassin's Creed games, you'd stop playing as Desmond, and then in Brotherhood or the one where you go to like Majoria or like that castle area that your uncle owns. Mm-hmm. And then you do that in the modern day, and you have to do a bunch of parkour as Desmond, and just like fucking go. Hurry up. You had to do some of that as her, and I was just like, all right, yes, another cutscene I could skip through, and then it stops, and I'm playing as her, and I'm like,
there was one the only other like present day thing I had was like she gets out of the Animus. And the doctor lady's like, you shouldn't go back in there. And then your 2 options are, you're right, and you can like explore the area, or like, I'm going back in. And you just go right back into the Animus.
It's so frustrating. Did you see the poll on Twitter? You sent it. Yeah.
I don't know if I sent it or Alex sent it. But
yes, like, somebody sent something, but it was a poll on Twitter about like, it was 3 options. Like, I care about the story.
It was like, how would you feel if they dropped the modern day part completely and never said why? It was like 64% of people said, fuck that shit, I don't give a fuck. And then 17% say, I need context. And the other person said, yeah, I'm invested in the story. For whoever says that, I hope you get hit by a bus. Twice.
You're stupid. You're so dumb. You don't know what's good. I don't even understand like people's like need to see it now, because there's no more characters that they're aware of. There's just these 2 new people who you've never seen before, besides Origins. It was like, you don't even care about them. The story in that one was, man, oh no, they came and killed her. But anyway, let me just get back in the game.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Why would you ever leave? Nobody ever cared. I mean, like...
Why do you think they don't advertise the real life stuff? Nobody wants to play. They advertise the awesome, you're a Spartan and you're hacking and slashing and armor
No,
and
I
gold
play for the modern day.
Oh.
I play for the modern day. Okay. What? Can you imagine a person that actually cares? Why?
Play The Sims. Fuck off.
Play The Sims.
You want a modern
It's
day
also,
game? Play The Sims.
they tried to add drama by saying, like, they loved each other, like, the two women. And I was just like, okay, all right, let's wrap this up.
Back into the
Shove her dead bodies away. They were like... I guess the old games... Did you ever care about Desmond's story?
Not really.
Did you care about the girl or whatever?
No, Lucy.
There used to be so much shit you had to do with the modern day.
You, like, stabbed her.
No, the goddess made you stab her or something like that.
Well, yeah.
And then the Apple of Eden. Every time I have to do something with, like, the first civilization or whatever, like, you find a monument that you have to do a puzzle in, I... secretly worry that as soon as I walk up to it, he's gonna have Flash out of the Animus and be stuck doing that shit again with him.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it because you're so far ahead, and I almost don't want you to answer, but like I'm starting to wonder if the spear is a piece of Eden because it gives. Okay, never mind.
Why would you even say that? There's no way I can react.
I know. There's no way you can react. Yeah.
I mean, considering all the shit that you do with it.
Well, I haven't done much with it.
What have you done with it?
I've just like he touches it as a vision.
Does it glow?
It glows.
Yeah.
When it glows,
I feel like that's all you need to know.
That was but.
What else would it be?
Yeah, I mean.
A glow stick?
I don't.
A flashlight or something?
Leave me alone.
There's no other magical thing.
You're a bully.
I'm not a bully.
You're a bully.
You bowie. Dude, have you done any of the hunting things? Like killing those mythical animals?
Yes, I think I killed the boar. I've done
the boar was the first one.
Yeah, the one where you get
and then they give you a bunch of them that are like way too high level.
Fuck that boar. That boar.
The boar is like
the hardest enemy I fought.
Even the normal like vanilla boars that you find as I immediately get on my horse and start running away because it's like this is gonna take 5 minutes and I'm almost gonna die.
Yeah, it was.
Why did they just stop
ridiculous.
hiring phylacties and just get boars?
Boars, right?
Just train boars.
Lots of the mercenaries have animals with them. I don't think any have a
Dude,
boar. Thank
it's so
God.
fucking annoying because like sometimes they won't follow them. And then you'll be like, all right, it's just me and this guy. And then a wolf will come out of nowhere and bite you in the neck.
Yeah,
or the bobcats. Those things are fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's all like... How many sections of adrenaline do you have now?
5 or 6?
True.
I just got like 1 or 2 more, yeah.
I feel like that's a spoiler.
One of the biggest... No, I know you can upgrade the spear now.
Okay, cool.
One of the biggest things I'm happy about is the second...
Oh, yeah.
Second ability.
Yeah, that's where I'm starting to do this stealth stuff. I'm going to get this invisibility thing.
Nice.
It says, while out of conflict, become as invisible as shadow. Moving will cause exposure.
Yeah, so if
How
you're
is
standing
that
still.
useful?
If you're standing still, if you know enemies are going to walk by and you have nowhere to go, stand still. It's just like Syndicate, Evie's master assassin thing. She could go.
I like how that game was like super about realism until you get these pieces of eating or whatever. But it's like also Evie can turn invisible.
Yeah, that was dumb. I don't know.
And you can be Spider-Man with your grappling hook.
There was no explanation for that. They didn't even try. They were like, she's a master assassin. She can almost go invisible.
I've never like been trying to hide though, and have run out of places to hide. There's like grass.
You go around a corner and then you just sit in a bush, like half out the bush, like. Or
you could just run around a building and have them chase you for 2 seconds, and then they go like, "Oh, where'd he go?"
What?
Even though they could just have 2 people, like the AI in this game are fucking
dumb idiots.
They're pretty dumb. They're pretty stupid. Sometimes I'm not playing on hard anymore, but when I was playing on hard, I would have to use their stupidity to my advantage and kind of do what you said, where I like run away, hide until I regain health, and then come back and finish the fight.
What the fuck? It looks like a squid. Is it Macedonia? Macadamia nut?
It was close. Yep.
Thanos?
Nope. You're getting good at reading. Not great.
You've been practicing?
You've been practicing, yeah, it looks like.
Can we talk about Ted Cruz and how much he sucks cock?
Yeah, sure, if you want, yeah.
No, he doesn't suck cock. He just likes watching cuck porn. But
okay, all right. Yeah.
He was. What was it? Was like a debate between him and Beto O'Rourke, and they were like, the moderator was. Did you see the clip?
Which one?
The one where he goes like, "Don't interrupt me."
No.
It was the only reason it was funny to me was because the subject of the debate at that time was civility and like being polite, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up!
Did you see
Let me talk."
This is gonna be bad because I don't know exactly who it was, but the 2 people I think that were, one was the senator and the lady was trying to become the senator, and they're at a debate, and the dude snatches the mic from the lady and tosses it. And he tosses it back to her.
What was that even about?
What a fucking douche.
It's amazing because it's like I'm sure there are like a bunch of weird Proud Boys who are like, yeah, that's how you treat them. Yeah, I'm so proud of him.
Show him who's boss.
Show him who's boss.
He looked like I don't
He
know
looked like he owned
looked
like a
gross.
lawnmower that you sit on, and also like 1,000 guns.
Yeah.
But why is Ted Cruz like so predominantly creepy? Like everything about him is weird. Like when he would say like, "Oh, I'm gonna finally let loose and be honest about Donald Trump. He's a big whippoorwillow. He's an idiot. He's a stupid liar."
Just saying it as it was.
And this is the same with
telling it straight.
not Mitch McConnell, but like Lindsey Graham, the really southern like. Now I don't want to say nothing super bad about him. I'm just gonna be honest. He's a silly man, is what he is. And I won't say another bad thing about him. It's like, what is with senators and like congressmen? Is just being psychopaths who don't know how to talk.
I don't know.
Weird people.
Yeah. Ted Cruz is he just radiates weird.
He radiates weird, just like our president, who just recently on Twitter called someone a horse face.
God, oh my God.
It was such a weird subject because it was
hard
like
to believe. You know how there's a bunch of like fake accounts that have the same picture as Donald Trump, and then like the name is like a letter is off, so like you're like, oh, it's a fake account.
But you can't notice that at first.
Yeah, you read it and you're like, what? No, it's a fake account. But then the real Trump will tweet something like that, and I'm like, oh, it's a fake account. Wait a minute. He really called that lady a horse face.
They're just like saying it again, and it's because I don't even know. It's like so many really fun headlines, like when I think we talked about when Ted Cruz jerked off to incest porn on 9/11. That's like a funny headline because there's so many crazy things. It's like the president's ex porn star, like affair person, tweeted against him, and then he called her a horse face. Yeah. The president said that. Why? It's fucking craziness. And also, then what was the other thing? Like, he was interviewed on 60 Minutes, and he was talking about the lady who was interviewing him was talking about the woman who was giving her story about Mitch Kavanaugh. What is it? Brett Kavanaugh,
mm-hmm.
And how she was like bullied by and like people laughed at her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up just saying,
he was like,
I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, yeah, she was like. Oh, I can't remember the question, but yeah, his response was, "It doesn't matter. We won."
It's fucking
like it doesn't matter what happened to her, if it really happened to her or not. We won. That's horrible. That's so messed up. That's horrible.
It's just like you could see how frustrated he was, and he was finally just honest, and he was like, "I don't fucking care. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
just stop bringing it up. It doesn't matter." He's such a fucking psychopath. What a weird human being.
Gross human.
Just a gross human. I'm not even sure it's fair to call him a human at this point.
Yeah, you know, we talk about certain people that are like genuinely kind, and like Ray we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like just
most
like
pure individual.
Yeah, just like so nice, so kind. And then there's like the opposite. There's just like unbelievably just gross. Like what is
my favorite
wrong
thing
with
about Ray
people?
is him when he's talking and like streaming, he'll be like super vulgar and like funny as shit and have really dark humor in some situations. But then on Twitter and any like online interaction, he's, oh my God, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, thank you for that.
You're
7
welcome.
cents.
Continue. They can't see
It's like,
the
imagine us walking down the, Yammin just like tapped me on the shoulder to point out that I walked past 7 cents in this game. And it's like the equivalent of us walking down the street and him punching me in the arm because I walked past a nickel that was on the ground. But anyway, yeah, Ray is online. He talks like I don't know, like a nun or something. That's just like, thank you guys so much for, hanging out. And he doesn't even really make jokes that often. If he tweets, it's more like a funny observation or something very pure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is just because we were on the subject of Trump and Ted Cruz and gross people and stuff. Don't forget to vote. Do it. You vote. Vote and show me that you voted. Take a picture and send it to me and make me happy.
We were voting for who's like the governor of whatever. It was like the last time voting was a thing.
Kane?
I don't remember. Oh no, it was Trump. It was the last time.
Oh, like the presidential.
Yeah. I don't even know why I mixed that up with governor. But it was. Remember I told you about there was like a racist guy who was yelling at some Muslim family when they were going to vote. There was like, because we vote down the street at that little school,
right?
Which you probably do
right,
as well.
I do the same. Yep.
And I think I already told this, but he was like,
"Oh, I do remember. I do remember. Yes."
So that is not something I'm looking forward to happening again. I hope it's not the same couple and the same angry man. It's like something they do every year as a tradition. No, not every year. How many years?
4.
4 years. How long has it been?
Not 4, sadly.
Oh, God
Not 4.
Is there like? There's no good way for this to end, though. I mean, obviously, it ends with
when it ends. The good part is it ending.
So
there's no ending it early at this point.
So at this point, it would be better not to impeach Trump because then we would have 4 years of Pence, right?
No,
would we have 4 years of Pence?
He
or
would
we
finish
have,
his term, I believe. Unless I'm an idiot. I'm pretty sure.
Do you think he could get
term.
reelected, Pence, by himself?
More so than Trump could, yes. And the thing is, Trump is
you never see them together anymore.
Yeah, no.
They're really distancing themselves.
You know, just a little side note, I didn't know you could loot those for the longest time, and I would just burn. That's
so
horrible,
much
right?
wood and,
so much supplies.
and wood source.
Anyways, yeah, the thing is, Trump is stupid, so when he's going to do something stupid, he says, I'm going to do something stupid, so there's a chance to prevent it from happening, whereas Pence would just do something quietly, like a smart...
What do you mean?
I don't know, like if he says, I'm going to do this to immigrant families, and then people protest, and then maybe... the courts.
Oh, so he'll bring it up before.
He'll bring it up beforehand,
so everybody can go like, wait, don't.
Wait, you're an idiot. Don't do that. Whereas Pence might just be smarter about
creepy and cunning.
Yes, cunning.
That guy's like fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Even worse than Trump, which is why I say
scary.
Like, don't impeach him. Just let them both leave.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's try to get the senators to go blue is the goal.
Isn't it like
Congress.
The Republicans control everything at the moment?
Currently, yeah, which is a big problem.
Have you ever looked at... I remember once somebody tweeted, it's like the percentage of white Christian men over 60 who are in Congress, and it's like nearly 80% or something like that.
Yeah, I mean...
It's just depressing to look at that
You don't need
stuff.
statistics. Look at a picture.
Yeah.
Just look at a picture of Congress.
Oh, God.
Like having a meeting, and it's...
And it's like... It's good that we're getting more progressive people, and that's the goal, but we should also probably have people who aren't 60, white, and Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not a pile of the same dude.
It's like the picture that went viral of all the white dudes sitting around a table, and it was like, these are the people deciding what women can do with their bodies.
And dude,
that
speaking
picture,
of that, there was that fucking, I don't know if it was a video or something, like Trump was making fun of, I think it was the woman who came forward, maybe, or somebody else, like a senator or something. And then it was like really inappropriate to make fun of him because they were in a bad situation or something like that. And then all the men behind him were just snickering.
Oh, they were laughing. Oh, yeah.
It was so creepy.
I believe he was talking about Ford, the
Oh,
lady that was, and he was
Betsy
like,
Ford.
yeah, he was like making fun of how she wasn't. Well, he was saying that she wasn't being consistent with her story, even though she was. He was like, "Oh, it happened. It didn't. It was upstairs. It was downstairs." Like he was making fun of her as if she was indecisive. Somebody on Twitter put him mocking her and her actually saying it like side by side, and it like he was totally wrong. Like she wasn't. She remembered it clearly. She was like, "This is a horrible thing that happened to me, and I remember it vividly. This is what happened." And then it would cut to Trump going, "She didn't know if this or this happened," and then she was like, "This happened."
He's such a bad person.
Yeah.
How do you even like? I guess what the idea for some people was, oh, he may be an asshole and completely wrong about these things, but things that he's going to do are going to benefit this country. And it's just like, can you really put off all of that because
I don't like that excuse anymore.
2 minors a job?
That's not good enough for me anymore. Saying that, oh, but he's gonna do this to taxes.
He may be the worst person on the planet, but he's getting stuff done.
It's not an excuse.
Maybe it is though for some people who are like an oil rig guy or like a miner in Pennsylvania. Didn't he say he was gonna clean the coal or something like that?
I don't know. He's always trying to get more jobs in coal.
What is people's obsession with that? I get that people will lose their jobs when we go to more renewable energy, but is there? I mean, we can't just have those sources be the only way we get energy.
So we talked about this in business, and it was kind of interesting because the main reason we're not going towards renewable resources is because natural resources are cheaper and there's an abundance, and by abundance I mean enough for the people that are alive right now. So it's an idea that if you want renewable resources now, you have to care about future generations more than yourself,
which is
people don't do that. People don't think about their kids and their kids' kids. They're just like, for now, I mean, we have enough and it's cheap. Why would we do something else? And that's why it's tough.
But in some cases, they are thinking about their kids, but not their kids' kids, just their immediate touching. Like, I can see this kid. It doesn't matter to me. Future idea. What?
Right.
They're not gonna have grandkids. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was the definition of sustainability we were taught is meeting the needs of the present without
That's sustainability?
meeting the needs of the present without
Damaging the future.
damaging the needs of the future or future generations.
Fucking A.
Which is tough, and that's not usually how people see it. He tried to ring the thing.
Yeah, that's why I said the trap. The trap is amazing.
Oh, God. Yeah.
46,000
Yeah,
damage.
I can't kill people with bows. Just by the way.
Dude, you have to get the superpower.
Which one?
The
The superpower.
No, it
That's
is
what you
pretty much.
called
It is pretty much a superpower. Not that one. That one doesn't really do that much damage. This one.
Devastating shot.
Its headshots are.
Do you have to use a special arrow
No,
or something?
it's just regular arrow. It's like
Does it cost an adrenaline?
it's one adrenaline slot.
okay,
so
okay.
boom, and then
Oh well, I guess you have a lot more. Don't do it. It's not enough.
yeah, I know. It works on.
How did you
grunts.
cancel it? How do you cancel your shot? What? Oh, you let go of aiming.
Yeah,
That makes
I let go of
sense.
aiming. This is really fun for everybody to listen to.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. Well, let's try to talk less about the game.
What else is there to talk about?
Um,
Don't interrupt me.
is that a
Red Dead.
What?
We could talk about Red Dead.
Okay.
It comes out
What was
on the
that?
26th, right?
Yeah, it comes out very soon. I don't know if it's the 26th.
God,
Probably.
I'm gonna stop
It's
playing this game after that.
very soon. It is. I don't know if I told you this. It is 88 gigs.
You have told me that.
It is
And
88
every time
gigs.
I think about that, it's like I'm gonna have to get rid of 7 games.
That's incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean that
As
means
in a good
there's a
thing?
lot of content.
Oh,
That means it's a large world and a good looking
I
world.
mean, I would take all the
I would
content
assume.
without having to delete my fucking.
How many games do you buy an external hard drive? How many games do you have that you play
Not
actively?
that many. Let me see.
That you play actively. That's the question.
My games.
This is still a 500
This.
gig. It's a 500 gig. You do not play Titanfall anymore.
I do.
I mean, those you should have enough then. Go to your games now. You definitely have enough. There's no way you don't have enough space. 88 gigs. Let's see. 37. What the fuck?
What?
These 6 games.
These are pretty
are
fat games. This particular one.
450
I don't even
gigs.
know why I have that downloaded. Get that out of there.
And then you should have enough.
I already-
30. That should be like 50.
I went
or
back to
something.
playing Far Cry 5 because I was just thinking about, man, I'm bored. Odyssey
You
is
don't have
fun.
enough. You don't have enough.
Yeah, I know. 87.
You can get a cheap external.
What is
hard
it?
drive at this
How are
point.
these that?
So go to the that yeah,
What
and
is
then
it?
sort it by size. Sort instead of A to Z, sort by size. That's how I have it sorted, and you can see.
Oh wow.
This doesn't take into account downloaded content. Like Hitman is you know how
Fucking
it's
76 gigabytes.
yeah, you know how Hitman is you get rid of it.
I mean, I always just.
Patrick just
It's,
uninstalled Destiny 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've done that, and I'm gonna reinstall it and
At some point.
delete it every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah, this.
I haven't played Overwatch in a while, and I went back to playing it. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't get into it.
It's right now there's too many games to play. Like this is I hate how games come out so close to each other because it's like
Especially in October.
yeah, there's like 8 months of like man, there's nothing to play, and then they're like here's every game
ever made.
ever yeah, and so that's that.
But it's annoying because the idea of a huge open world is this game, and then Red Dead's going to come out, and I'm going to have life.
That's two. Oh my god.
And it's definitely not a competition between Red Dead and this game. I'm going to be playing Red Dead instead.
God. Oh, so surely you heard about how they I don't know if they were bragging about it or if they were just
Oh, that they overworked their kids.
Yeah,
Not kids. The child workers designing this game. Rockstar tweeted, or like they had some braggadocious article where they were like, "We had 100-hour weeks when we were making this game."
It was supposed to be like a like here's a behind the scenes into all the work that's
We
gone
worked
into
so
making
hard.
this incredible game, and I think it was they worked many 100-hour weeks. Was that
That's not how people talk.
Sense? Yeah, no, it is.
Many 100-hour weeks.
They were. I can't remember how many. Like I think they said 40. I don't know. If
40
100-hour
hour
I don't know
weeks.
if they said that.
How many weeks are in
I
a
don't want
year?
to quote that then. Hang on.
How many weeks are in a year? 1 year. There's 52 weeks in a year.
Okay, hang on. No, hang on. So I don't think. Hang on. Just let me find it before I fucking.
Can you imagine working 100 hours every day for a year?
That would.
It doesn't even
Did you
make
say
sense.
100 hours every day? Is that what you said?
That what?
Every week?
Well, what I meant. Shut up.
He said. Okay, so he just said we're working 100-hour weeks.
Fuck that.
That's like. The game will include 300,000 animations.
Jesus fucking Christ.
500,000 lines of dialogue and many more lines of code.
Why?
That's crazy.
There was somebody that tweeted. What was it? The thing I sent you? It was like Man, I'm so glad that these people suffered immensely so I can pretend to be a cowboy.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
And I know, I get it, but also thank you for suffering so I can pretend to be a cowboy.
Yeah, it's did you saw the poll that was like should reviewers take into account the making of a game and how like employees are treated and like
they should never
politics
do that.
of they shouldn't. Okay.
No, I'm being sarcastic. They probably should morally, but they're not going to.
That's why I don't know. The review people go to see.
You didn't see me.
I
was like combat rolling right next to him.
The reviews are meant to show the quality of a game. When you don't go, I want to see how this game was made based on this review.
Is it always the quality, or is it just what your opinion is?
What do you like? Well, yeah, like the opinion. Like most people don't go, should I buy this game? And
I liked it.
They don't look for like, outside factors. It's just like, is it a good
review
game?
that says I liked it. 10 out of 10. Sounds like something I would do. I have such shitty opinions about games. Play Destiny 2.
You go to the review site and it's just like, it's good. That's it.
I was a fan. I don't know. What do you want from me?
I mean, I played it.
I played it a little bit. Then I got bored. I ate a Snickers. I am definitely going to... I can't imagine... Because I know I did this with Far Cry 5. I'm not sure which game was the one that tore me away from that. But going back there, I wanted to be like, hey, I don't have any games to play. I remember that I have Far Cry 5 and I didn't finish it yet. But it's just so bad now.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not good.
I played Far Cry because I'd been missing a good open world game.
Gun shooter.
And I thought that's what a good open world game was until... good open world games came out.
Which one was that? I'm trying to remember.
Well, Origins, really.
Really? Yeah, that was Origins. The time.
We were literally talking about how.
I think there was like a podcast or two between us talking about, hey, Far Cry 5 is fun, and then talking about how the difference in enthusiasm is like.
We were like, dude, I could never play Far Cry again. It's so bad. Like,
I worry that that's going to happen with this game. Not that it matters that much, but it's just like, what? Oh, I know, but I had to use the slot to heal myself. This is just a commentary on this game.
Idiot. No, can you even take their shields away?
Yeah, you can. After the upgrades, you can take the big shields.
Oh.
I'm sorry for laughing at something y'all can't see, but in this game you can rip the shields away from people, and yeah.
Oh, your sound effects were good. I like that. I like to imagine that's the sound he made.
Give me that fucking stuff.
You fuck over here.
But it's so annoying when you do a heavy attack and they don't get thrown because it's one of my favorite things. Because I kill so many mercenaries just by chucking them off of mountains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fall damage is great.
I stopped using the Spartan kick though. I don't really.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That would be using your bow is a viable strategy for you. It would never be a viable strategy for me.
Why?
It would do a fraction of the damage.
Look how much it's taking away.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying for me it doesn't do anywhere near that damage.
There's no way.
I only have one.
I've been doing this forever. I mean, I used to be your level, so. Oh well.
You probably didn't hear the sound because there's no sound on. Let's talk about something that isn't the game for the audience. All right, we'll see. We're half an hour in, and we've gone through everything on that list.
You said 5 minutes in that we had gone through everything, but
I said we'd gone through 3 of the 5 hours.
Have you gone back to play the first Red Dead?
I haven't. I've played through it like twice, 2 or 3 times.
Have you played Red Dead Revolver?
No.
Neither have I.
No.
People talk about it like it's amazing, but I don't know.
I mean, people talk about what's the game that came before Skyrim?
Oblivion.
I would never. I don't know if it's good or not. I would never.
And people say, "Oh, it's a masterpiece of storytelling." It's just like, is it a game though? Because I would like to play a game as well.
I don't play older games like
unless
it's a nostalgia thing.
I play Halo 1 and Halo 2 and stuff. But
because you played them when they originally came out?
I don't know that if I wasn't exposed, then I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. People talk about the Fallout game, like New Vegas and what 2? Did 2 come out before New Vegas?
What?
Fallout New Vegas?
Fallout New Vegas. I'm confused with the question.
Did Fallout 2 come out before Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah. Fallout 2? It goes 1, 2, Fallout 3, then New Vegas.
3? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sure. So people are like, oh, you gotta play 3, you gotta play New Vegas, and it's like, no, I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't.
Have you seen 1 and 2? They're different games.
They're different, yeah. I've seen.
They're like
I think 1
top-down RTS, whatever RTS word.
My bad. I meant to say 3. Yeah. I wouldn't enjoy them. Same with Oblivion. Same with all these games that are seen as like classics and like, oh god,
They're classics. They're also old as shit.
They're old. They. I know graphics aren't everything. They look like shit. There's a lot less content.
There's games that I can do that with though. If they released, and even if they didn't release an updated version, I would still play Black Flag sometimes if I just had it.
Because you played it. Well, that's the thing. I could play it only because I played it when it first came out.
If they released a remastered version, would you play it? Would you ever play Halo Reach again?
I never owned Halo Reach.
Did you play it though?
I played it. Yeah, I played it at friends' houses, cousins' houses.
That was the only game I had on the Xbox 360 for the longest time. And we had to wait to take turns to play that game. And it was like, this is the greatest game ever made. Even though there was like, at the time, like, what was the other competing title? Like, I can't remember exactly.
Call of Duty usually competes with it.
Advanced Warfare or whatever. No, that
no,
would be
no, way too. Yeah,
Modern Warfare 3 or something like that.
Which Halo are you saying? Halo
Reach.
Reach. Probably around MW2.
Which one? Have there been Call of Duty games that you just didn't play?
You
pretty much got all of them, right?
Starting with World at War.
Yeah.
That was the first one I played. Black Ops 1, I didn't play the multiplayer a lot because I sucked.
You like the campaign though?
It was no, it was mostly zombies when it came to Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
It
with
was mostly
Kennedy
zombies.
and stuff.
Yeah, when it came to Black Ops 2 around that time, I became really good at Call of Duty. Really, really good. That was the first game. I don't know if you know what prestiging is. When you hit the
You've
max...
explained it to me already.
Okay, well, I was talking to the audience as well. Alright, audience.
Sorry, I'm the only one here, so I don't know who you're talking to.
Listen up. Listen. I'm assuming there's somebody on the other end of this microphone that's listening to us right now.
Yeah, it's Alex.
It will be, yes, when he's editing it. But yeah, when you reach max level in Call of Duty Prestige, which is basically you go back to 1 and you do it all over again. Black Ops 2...
The bird.
Black Ops 2 was the first game I'd ever prestiged, and I prestiged 6 times.
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
I can't imagine playing that game that much. It's just such a toxic community.
Oh, it's great. I mean, you don't need to talk to anybody.
No, I know. It's just like, just the teabagging thing. I've never been so infuriated. I hate that shit so fucking much. And it's exactly what they want. They want to know that I'm angry.
Yeah.
I've never messaged anybody, but I fucking
you
hate
talk
it.
about toxic community. You play casual in Rainbow.
That's
nuts.
not even close to the same as Call of Duty.
Casual.
That is not even close to the same as Call of Duty.
Horribly casual.
You're comparing like 2 different circles of hell. They're still hell, obviously. Pew! 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 This is really entertaining
He's
for them.
very bloody.
Why do they get... What is the red thing when you like... Some of them stay red after a while.
Well, you can't parry that.
Well, I know that, but like... Damn. Did you enjoy... Have you played the first Assassin's Creed?
No. I started with 2. It was a Blockbuster rental.
What the fuck?
It was a Blockbuster
you get
rental.
Games from Blockbuster?
I used to, when they were a thing. Yes, we had a thing where you could have 2 movies rented at once, or a movie and a game. And I chose Assassin's Creed once, and it was Assassin's Creed 2, and I played it and loved it, and like I think I beat it and then returned it. Like it was within the time that we had to return it.
Jesus.
And then I was like, wow, I'm gonna buy the next one when it comes out. When it came out, I bought it. It was Brotherhood, and that was a great one for me to buy. It was a great game. And that was the start of my Assassin's Creed.
I have seen clips of that game, and it looks cool playing as Altair Ibn Ahad, but also it looks really gray and dull.
It does.
It's sad. That's one of those games where Donkey, you probably don't watch Donkey as much as I do, or at all.
Nope.
But he showed clips, and he can make you hate a game that you love. He is so convincing. If you were like, nope, this game is amazing, I've played it for 6 years, I'll never love another game more, and then he'll be like, but also here are the things that suck about it, and be like, you know what, that's fair. It'll be
he's got a good point.
Do you think Red Dead's going to be that game that like you sucked in and stay that way, and then you scrub it clean and just you can't go back to playing other games, you just want to play another Red Dead? Like that's what happened with Odyssey for me.
Maybe. I thought Spider-Man was going to be that.
Oh yeah.
I never got all the collectibles.
The DLC's coming.
I haven't gone back to it. I don't know if I'm going to buy the DLC.
I'm going to get it.
Believe it or not.
I love that game.
It's great.
It's probably one of my favorite games of all time.
This Odyssey or Spider-Man 4.
Spider-Man 4?
Or
with Tobey Maguire.
Shut up. Spider-Man. With the fucking the one
Homecoming?
we just played. The one we played. The fucking
Spider-Man PS4 2018.
PS4 2018.
Yeah, that's the title of the game.
Yes. Which one?
The Spider-Man by a country mile. This is scratching the Destiny 2 itch. This doesn't really do anything for me story-wise.
That's a really good way to describe it.
It's just like collectathon and upgrade stuff. But I feel like I'm gonna eventually get all the upgrades and get all the stuff that I want, which is not true. I'll get all the upgrades from like my ship and stuff, and the combat will become tired, and I'll stop playing and I won't finish it, which is exactly what happened with Far Cry 4. Was he carrying a person?
He was carrying. Yeah, they clean up corpses around.
They don't search for you, but they will clean up your body.
They won't find anything suspicious with the corpse. They'll just be like,
"Oh no,
has he been here this whole time?
The guy I've worked with for 5 years is dead. Better carry his corpse and chuck it off the wall." Where do they even put them?
I have no idea. I think they just put them in like a stack, like in one area.
I miss fucking Origins so much.
Yeah, I got used to the combat. I remember I got used to the combat in Odyssey in this one. I remember when we first started playing, that was like a big thing, is how the parry is different and it feels different. I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me at all.
I barely parry anymore.
Really?
I mean, I do it sometimes if I'm really fighting someone, but it is like parry is like a god move in this game. It's like, I mean, you're gonna stop the attack and hit them with a huge attack.
It's come back with a huge blow. Yeah. Have you? This is something you can answer for me. Hopefully, have you had a lot of battles where it's?
You do those war things?
I've done the one that was required by the story.
Oh, you mean battles like fights?
I meant just like a 1v1 with like a high level character that takes time. Have you like done those a lot? Does that come up? I'm just asking. Like,
in the story?
I want those. Yeah, anywhere in the story or anything. I want those. I want
to do them more. Yeah, I mean mercenaries.
Okay.
I mean, you have to be a criminal though.
Yeah, I mean
they'll also chase you at sea.
You can also go hunt them.
Yeah,
that's also a thing.
I mostly like. I'll do something else, and for some reason it'll fucking infuriate me because mercenaries can like detect where you are. They have a sixth sense.
Yeah.
They'll like literally walk into the camp where you are. So it's like, how do they know I was fucking here?
Yeah.
They get intel about my current location.
That's the thing I hate. It looks like a
what the
woven.
Fuck?
It looks like I don't know what to call it. It looks like a basket, like a woven.
What the fuck?
Basket.
I'm so ugly now.
I
look like a chessboard.
It does look like a chessboard. That's a great way to describe it.
I look like checkers.
It's
Also, there's really no benefit to wearing any special legendary armor because you have to wear the entire set in order to get the benefits.
Well, no, you get these benefits.
You get those, which are literally look at this. This doesn't. There's not much of a difference. Is what I'm saying. I usually I put them all on my ship's chest.
How often do you don't have anything engraved?
No, I don't do that often because most of my engravings. Let me see what my engravings are.
They're such a small book. Whoa! You have
Oh, I guess I haven't checked this in a while.
Yeah, God, level 5. Go back up. Oh yes. Slow down.
Wait.
Slow down. You fucking.
20% damage with devastating shot ability. 27 damage. 40% behind. Damage from attacking behind. What?
Yeah.
So wait, does that apply to assassinations?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't know if you know this. I didn't make the game.
Yammin, I thought you developed this game.
Fun fact. Yeah.
I miss fucking the different kinds of bows. They just have, this is a bow.
You miss fucking the different kinds of bows?
Yes, I do. I don't even know how that would work.
That's what you said.
I slipped a string between my
wieners.
Oh, God. Between my
God.
wieners. You get so uncomfortable, but then you'll say like the most demented, awful shit.
Yes, there are certain things that really get to me. That's
What? Like mutilation or something?
No, not mutilation. That's
just
fine.
Dick stuff.
No, dick stuff's cool.
Dick stuff's cool. Yammin has it in 2018.
That's my slogan.
It sounds like something you'd say if like you were having a intercourse with someone you never had intercourse before, and someone goes like, "Is dick stuff cool?" Yeah, I think so.
Dick stuff's cool.
Dick stuff's cool with me. Just warn me before you do it. You're so kind and caring.
What a gentleman.
Where the fuck is that last chest? Did I already discover it?
Of course you did.
No, I did not.
You did.
No.
Bet money.
Dude, forts are like, if I discover a fort, I have to like get up and this is annoying. Like, where the fuck?
No, down, left, right.
Where did it go?
Right there.
Oh, there it is.
You found it. Boom.
That was annoying. But the if you come up to a fort, I have to like get up and like stretch because I know I'm gonna be like doing it. We've been doing this for fucking 44 minutes.
Yeah.
This is
he's
fort.
He's on the same fort that he was when we started.
It's just clearing shit out, and now I'm done, and now I can leave. But I might fight that mercenary.
You still gotta do it over there.
I mean, it's a mercenary. I don't have to.
I mean, you could though.
Okay.
Why would you let him live?
Because I don't. It's gonna take a lot of involvement on my part, and I don't trust.
Live?
Shut up. I don't trust you to carry this by yourself.
Why wouldn't you just kill him?
I don't think I can kill him that easily.
Can't kill him?
It's gonna take an investment.
Just kill him. You gonna invest? How much? How much are you gonna invest?
I fucking hate talking to you.
What if you killed him?
Wow!
Instantly?
Holy shit! Look how little health he is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What What does his name mean? Hold on, I want to look at his thing. Granter of wishes. Is he a genie? Granter of wishes. Where is he? In this game, there's mercenaries that can follow you, and sometimes they'll be like, "I am Fethstios, and I am Doris the professional," and blah blah blah.
Granter of wishes.
Oh, it's a girl. I don't even notice sometimes. Most mercenaries took their contracts in person, but mercenaries took a different approach.
Why would you not just actually read it? For
including how, because this is just filling time at this point, including how much they would pay and a secret location. The only way her sponges knew she accepted was when she showed up to be paid. Okay, what an asshole.
That seems like
that sounds like it would be very hard for them to be interested in your services again if you'd be like, I'll only show up if I want to fucking work. What are you, a baby? Oh my god. Dude, I hate how long the assassinations take. I know that it's like, oh, it's fancy and stuff.
No, it's nice. I don't mind.
It is nice, but after a while, like, oh my god.
Something I wish, and I say this about every Assassin's Creed game, and I'm sure I always feel like they need more animations, like finisher animations and assassination animations.
With a game like this, you're going to be doing this for so long.
You're going to do it hundreds of times.
Look at this. I've seen this 150 fucking times.
And
it's probably one of my favorites, though.
I know that, like, every game, I'm sure they've got, like, twice as many as the last, but it's never enough. It's never enough. When you're putting in hundreds of hours into a game.
Did you know that they considered making you confirm your kills and what?
I thought you were throwing him in the water and you look down.
It was
just
a
more
girl.
Land.
Excuse you.
I thought you were throwing him.
Dude, I found so many dudes you can fuck in this game.
I found the first one recently.
And you told me that you didn't fuck him.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
You're fucking waste.
Sorry.
I like how it's still giving me tips about tagging enemies. I've played this game for 111 fucking hours.
Just in case you forget, bro.
In case I forgot one of the core aspects of the game. Did you remember how to jump?
Everything in 100 hours.
There's something. Donkey was playing the Last Guardian, which is that cat game or whatever, and
that cat game.
You know, where it's a giant winged monster with horns. And look up the Last Guardian.
Are you telling me or the audience?
You.
Oh.
Also, you guys can look up the Last Guardian.
Hang on, I'm looking up the Last Guardian.
I'm sure they all know what it is because
nobody knows what it is.
Yes, they
do. Why is that? What is? Hang on, what is this picture? Assassin's Creed Odyssey has a Donald Trump Easter egg. It's a picture of the main character with a "Make America Great Again" hat, and that's what caught my attention. That's
one Easter egg. I will not be fine.
All right, what did you say? What's the name called? The Guardian.
There's also a fucking PUBG Easter egg. It was the chicken dinner mace. It was on an island where the alpha animal was a fucking chicken.
The Guardian's a newspaper, Patrick.
The Last Guardian is what I said.
Guardian.
The Guardian is a newspaper. Donkey was playing a newspaper.
Oh, this one. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
This is a PlayStation exclusive?
I think it was. It was like that game that took 7 years to develop. But, I said to develop.
This looks very Asian.
Myrto the Smoldering. Who's this dude? I want to kill him.
No.
But he was playing The Last Guardian, and I've completely forgotten what the anecdote was. But he was playing The Last Guardian. That should be funny enough.
Oh yeah, I bet everyone laughed when he said that the first time and the second time and the fourth time.
I miss Pena. What do you think he's doing right now?
Do you really though?
No, I don't. I hate him. Fucking never want to see him again. Do you think he's one of those people who like is a complete tourist when he's in another location? You travel. What's it like when you meet someone who's not from there and asks stupid questions? You go to fucking like Lebanon and stuff.
Well, yeah, but then I guess
you're not a tourist. You've been there like 87 times. And you
like
speak
6.
the language. You're like the least touristy tourist in the world.
I mean, I don't know. Not many tourists go.
I'm a tourist,
Lebanon.
but there's Jimmy, there's Bob.
They don't go to Lebanon. I don't know.
Do you ever meet a tourist in Lebanon?
No.
Okay.
No, it's very.
Thanks for helping me out with this.
I mean, there's Beirut, which is the city, and it's
Babe Ruth.
I hate you. That was so fun. I'm glad you laughed.
I heard Babe Ruth. And
nobody else laughed. I'm glad you did.
Do you remember when I made a joke about? I don't even know why I'm bringing this up because we had such an effort to bleep it, but there was a joke.
Can you bring it up then?
Okay, I won't bring it up again. But I went to a party and I was having fun with people, and they were talking about like what's the most fucked up thing you've ever laughed at. Then I turned to my friend who I'd already told about it. And like whispered, like, do you think they would laugh at this? And he was like, yeah, definitely. And I basically told him what I said on that podcast where I got bleeped out about buildings and stuff.
Why would you bring it up again?
Because he told me that it would have been funny
No, why would you bring it up again now? Like,
because it's part of the story.
But it doesn't matter. You didn't say it though.
I didn't say it. I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say it.
I'm saying you didn't say it so the audience doesn't know, so they don't benefit. They can't laugh or whatever. They don't get anything from it.
It's about 9/11. That was a joke. And the Avengers Tower. And he was just like, yeah, they'll definitely laugh at that. And we're talking about fucked up shit anyway. And I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I want to, but what if they react badly? And he was like, nah, man. I know these people. They like that kind of humor. So I told it. I started laughing really, really hard. Like, to the point where I was in pain and almost falling over, which is pretty much everything I've ever said. Yeah. No one was laughing.
That's not good.
No one made a sound.
That's not good.
One of the girls was like smiling, like, I can't describe it for the camera, but like that white person who's uncomfortable smile. Okay. It's just like, oh my god. And the guy next to me wasn't laughing, but he wanted to laugh because I think it felt like he tricked me. He made me fall on my own sword for that. Okay. But yeah, that was fun. You don't really tell fucked up jokes like that.
I don't.
No. There's one that you tell all the time. I'm not going to repeat it now, but it's pretty fucked.
I know which one it is, and I don't know if it's the one I'm thinking about. I recently said it to somebody, and then I found out something happened to them.
Oh, Christ, dude, really?
Really bad.
Did they laugh, though?
In the moment, yes. But
do you think it was like a polite thing that they were trying to laugh?
Yes, and then a bit later on, they told me something, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've said that messed up joke to this person, and I'm sure that, like, yeah.
What kind of joke is it, Yammin?
It's a funny kind.
It's the funny kind.
The funny kind.
That reminds me of the thing that people do on Twitter that I hate, which I've already talked to death, but it's I was joking. Well, I couldn't tell because it wasn't funny. You're fucking 5 years old.
You get burned, Patrick.
And then Pena, when we brought it up, he was just like, yeah, but it's like a put down. You like shut someone down. And we were like, no, it's not. Fucking idiot, Pena. I do not miss him. It's at 52 minutes. We can do fan stuff, right?
I can't wait till he edits this. And
he probably has to edit out a word I said in the beginning.
What did... Oh, yeah, I heard you say it, and I was like, I guess that's okay.
It's like thinking about playing games makes me say it.
Yeah, it's like I brought this up. It got cut a bunch when
that was fun.
Yeah, the new Call of Duty I've started playing. Man, it makes me an angry person.
That's why I haven't talked to you on Xbox in a while for very long. Well, we talked to each other the other day, but it's just like never for very long because I feel like.
Because we're not playing the same game. It's usually when we play the same game.
Let's do fan things. So this one is from You
can do it.
Sound it out. McKakley Miller. Are you getting your laptop out to read as well?
I'm going to go to YouTube once.
I see. Hey, dudes, you don't have to answer this or even read it, which is my favorite way for people to start stuff. It's just like, I'm sorry for even messaging you. I know you guys are like the gods on Olympus, but if you could spare a thought.
And they're like, I'm sure you've got a million emails.
We don't. Like, we have 4.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer this or even read it. I just need somewhere to vent that my parents won't find. Oh.
So should we read this out loud? I don't understand. Do you want us to read this? Read it. Go ahead.
Thanks for letting me get this out. Not that you had a choice. You know what? I'm gonna read it anyway. She knows what she's getting into. Vent to my parents won't find. I'm so tired of the whole idea of organized religion. Wow. I've been raised Baptist my whole life, and while I tossed around the idea of converting to a different religion when I'm older or just giving it up altogether, I feel this fear of dying and going to hell, which is really just great for my everyday life, you know. And being a closeted bisexual in church almost feels like a church almost full of homophobes is pretty groovy. I've accepted being bi, but I'm utterly terrified of anyone but my sister finding out because I know it would get to my parents. When I'm older, I'll probably just become a Satanist or a witch or some shit. Thanks for letting me get this out. Not that you had a choice. I feel a lot better now. Well, thank you for venting. I'm
glad you feel better.
I have that sexuality. I've never felt shame because I don't really care about anything, but that sounds really hard. I'm sorry that you have to feel that way all the time. I know the feeling of being given like a lot of guilt, or like the people in your life trying to put guilt on you for the things that you feel or think. That must suck cock. Yeah, just like I do.
And I know I don't tell my parents anything. Like, I remember when
you have religious stuff going on in your house.
Yeah, my parents are pretty religious. Oh, not really. They're religious. I'm not, and I don't know how they would react if they even heard me say that, what I just said. But like, I remember back when I was really depressed, the reason I didn't want to go see a doctor or a therapist or something is because I was on their health insurance and they would find out.
Yeah, I remember.
And
talking
that's how
about
deep it was
that.
for me.
Oh Christ!
So I feel you. I know. I obviously not the same situation, but similar. So yeah, hope everything works out.
Yes, that.
We got a message from Grimes.
Yes, it's a cry for help. Elon has her trapped in a robot. Hi guys, my name is Jade.
Hi.
And I love you all in the podcast so much that I recently decided to listen to the podcast from the beginning. And you don't have to say anything about this, but you guys talked about how Batman is stupid and Yammin hates him, and I totally agree, but I had to add something onto that. Batman kills people. If you played the video games and or watched the movies, he has this epic strength and powerfully charged attacks, including in the game Batman Arkham City, which he has essentially Kevlar gloves, which you can eventually electrically charge.
Oh my
and
God.
has become a theme in the Arkham games that his gloves have spikes on them. There's no way that the combination of these aspects, in addition to his patented, long-lasting, heavy-duty boots, doesn't kill people. Not to mention the fact that he can hang people from gargoyles and cut them down, causing them to hit their heads that could result in concussions or even substantial brain damage if they do survive. I don't want to make this too long, so I will end it with another point from the games. That point being his scanner, which identifies all knockdown enemies as unconscious even after they've been down for in-game hours and should have been back up and walking around. Anyway, I've gone on long enough. Thanks for your time. I really enjoyed the podcast, and I didn't actually have a question, just something to talk about. But if you want to add something onto this, feel free. There's a video game that shows these points more. There's a video that shows these points and more from a YouTube channel that I recently got into called Outside Xbox.
I follow Outside, or I'm subbed to Outside Xbox.
They're fun.
Quality content.
They do gaming videos and make lists of many different topics and games. This one being 7 non-lethal takedowns that actually definitely kill people. It presents many interesting and cool points in not only Batman but other games with very non-lethal takedowns. Dude, I completely agree. In those games, you're flying around like a fucking spirit and knocking the shit out of people. Also, that point of like when you hang people after you do the gargoyle takedown and then you throw a battering and cut the wire, they just break their necks.
They're dead.
They're dead for
Rest
sure.
in peace.
Also, if you just leave someone hung by like a leg, they're gonna lose that leg. The circulation's cut off.
Dead.
He's not dead.
He's
He's
not
just
dead.
amputated.
I
He's just an amputee.
Don't be a criminal.
Don't be a
Don't be a fucking criminal.
You want? It sounds like a
want from me?
gangster, except the reverse is like you don't want to be a criminal. Maybe
Sounds like
maybe you
a
lose
crooked,
your legs.
A crooked cop. Sounds like a crooked cop. Don't be a criminal.
A crooked cop would want the crime though. This is from Len. Hi again.
Hello.
Hello, it is me. I'm sorry for the randomness of my last
Yeah, don't do
email.
it again.
I don't remember what your last
Ever.
email was because you're non-memorable and I hate you. But
Don't
yeah,
ever.
So to make up for it, here's another one. I just listened to the podcast where you read my email and I appreciate you guys appreciating my beautiful...
You try again?
She said appreciate twice and it
You
confused
slow
my
down.
small
Slow
brain.
down. Take a breath. Take a
And
breath.
appreciate you guys appreciating my beautiful cat. Her name is Pearly, by the way. That's a dumb name. And she is my sacred child. But for some reason, nobody...
Does it say that's a dumb name, or did you say that?
Sure. And but my mom and I can appreciate her. While I do not have another picture of my beautiful cat today, I do have news from Germany. Oh God, nobody ever likes that news from Germany.
Oh no.
Here in
Stop.
Oh no. We have a political party that is now considered the most right-winged of them all. The party is called AfD. Alternative für Deutschland. I hate this. Your German words are confusing me.
That's English.
There's Deutschland.
Okay, but that's in English.
It said Alternative für Deutschland, Alternative for Germany. It's hard to read.
God.
It's like a tongue twister.
Oh man, I hate these German words. Alternative for Germany.
Shut the fuck
So
up.
tough.
Germany, I would feel, is a German word. But they started a new type of Hitler's Youth, basically, called the Jung Alternative für Deutschland. Young Alternative for Germany. Which my brother and I thought of joining. Oh, okay, just to troll them in the process.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I was like, well, we better exit out of this email.
We should have read these.
They
beforehand.
present some decent ideas. He tells it like it is. Their votes are rising and more people seem to be fond of them. I'd like to hear your stance on this. Well, Germany terrifies me. I
don't think that's what she meant. It's okay.
I also wanted to ask if any of you played any of the Telltale games that weren't part of the Walking Dead series, like Wolf Among Us or shit like that. Also, what kind of indie games do you guys play? What is your opinion on games like Limbo or Inside? Let's answer that first, because you have other questions after that.
Okay, so I played The Wolf Among Us. I played through all of it. It's pretty good. I like how gruesome it is.
Mm-hmm.
I like it's a cool idea that it's like all the fairy tales and
Bitch
stuff.
gets a head cut off.
But yeah, but it's like there's like shotguns and the guy takes an axe to the head in the very first episode. So that one's pretty good. Walking Dead was good.
Was good.
I like the first
Heavy
like
emphasis on
season, like the first 5 episodes were good. I didn't play any of the other ones.
No, neither did I. They did all fun. I watched someone play the first season of The Walking Dead. If that's at the end of the season where Eli dies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that and I enjoyed that as a movie sort of thing.
Yes, same.
I don't really play indie games.
It depends on which kind. I have a very specific like.
I did watch Achievement Hunter play Inside though.
Yeah, I'm not a fan personally of the games like Limbo or Inside, where it's more of a story-ish situation.
It's more of an experience.
It's more of an experience, yeah. It's not for me, but I respect them as games.
I really liked Inside. It was fun to watch. I would never play it though. Also, Patrick specific question: do you like horror anime? If so, what's your favorite? Did you read any of Junji Ito manga? Oh, I did. This Hole Was Made for Me. As dirty as that sounds, it's like this weird, creepy. There's like a human-shaped hole in the side of a mountain, and then people go into it and they don't come back. It's really creepy, and I love that thing. And what's your favorite anime movie? Oh, the only anime movies I've ever seen. No, wait, I've seen a ton of anime movies. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is probably my favorite.
What did you just say?
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. But I'm a head ass, so I watched the dub version because I like Patrick Stewart and I'm a bitch. I pretty much every Ghibli movie. I like Wolf Children. I used to watch Pokemon movies. Horror anime. I haven't watched any horror anime. I watched what's it called? It's a
You can do it.
Abridged version of that vampire show with the guy named Alucard. I watched Team 4-Star. That whole series they did, which is awesome. I guess that's technically a horror anime because it's so much blood. But yeah, that's it for me. Stay hydrated, my guys being dudes. Much love and kindness. Yes, oui, oui. Oui, oui.
Is it oi, oi?
It's O-U-I is we in French.
Is it?
I think so.
It looks like oi.
Saw this this is from Alan John or somebody. Saw this on Instagram. I don't care.
I don't know. You good, dude? Are you alright? This is like 6 words.
I don't know. It's letters.
I know, but it's just 6 whatever. It's like 8 words in the whole email.
I just wanted to share. The podcast is good too, I guess.
Oh,
Thanks for that.
Thanks, man.
What is this a picture of?
I think it's the short dude, but he's tall.
That's so funny. I've been on my knees the entire. That looks so real.
Yeah, it's a picture of Peter Dinklage as a normal dude, and it's like a news headline. It says Peter Dinklage admits he was faking it the whole time.
That's really funny. Thank you for that. And now for the YouTube.
There's nothing good.
Well, never mind. Now for the ending of the podcast.
I see it just a general note. A lot of people talking about finals and midterms. I don't know how you're having finals. I guess
that's like all the emails we get. It's just like, can you fix my life? And also, I have stuff in college.
Well, yeah, that's But yeah, good luck with midterms and finals. I just finished up my midterms.
Oh, we have to do the outro thing that Pena does, don't we?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, also we have to get the Patreon people.
Oh, God. We didn't set that up beforehand.
No, we did not.
Text Alex. I can keep the audience entertained.
All right, go ahead. Give it your best shot.
So how you doing, audience?
You suck at this. I hate you so much.
Yeah, Patrick doesn't like the silence. I don't like it either, but I can't help it.
See, they don't like the silence either because they at this point they're probably just gonna log out.
Oh, that's a good point. Don't leave. Don't leave, please. Let's talk about
the Gates of Atlantis. Upgrade the spear. Fortress Fallout. Homeless Where My Mother Is. Is just a list of
homeless
quests.
Where My Mother Is.
Homeless Where My Mother Is. It sounds like a cry for help for someone who doesn't know how to speak. Homeless Where My Mother Is.
That's horrible.
Have you bought anything with these?
No, I have one.
I don't think Penya's going to answer, so it's something that he's going to have to edit in.
He could do that. He could also edit in the outro while he's at it.
We can do that. We can't just leave everything to him.
We can edit. Why not? He's not here.
Why not? He's not here. Anyway, this has been the thing.
Oh, we're done? Oh, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the thing? Is like, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's PatrickCharlton5. If you want to follow Alex on Twitter, it's like AlexPena97. And
Don't look at me. You look at me for conversation. I don't even know mine.
What is yours? It's Yammin?
It's
Underscore
Yammin.
Yeah. And if you want to email us, it's prudedues@gmail.com. If you have art or something, send it to our Instagram. It's prudedues. Our Twitter's prudedues too.
Just a side note, I know we're doing the outro, but I'm going to have a conversation now. My cousin... You're looking at me. Should I not?
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I thought you were looking at me angrily. My cousin was like... Because we went to the job fair, and we gave out our resumes and stuff. And he was like, I've been looking at my name and like how my presence on the internet in case anyone looks me up, and it looks pretty good, this and that. And so I started thinking about what happens when you look up my name, and Twitter is one of the first thing that comes up because my handle is my freaking name. And so I've started making my account on private. Like I put it on private, and whenever I tweet something, I take it off private for a couple days, tweet, and then I go back to private because I don't need people.
You're on private on Twitter?
Not right now because I just tweeted. But in a bit, I'll go back to private because my pinned tweet is me quoting Trump and calling him a stupid motherfucker or something, something like that.
You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think is what he said.
Fucking moron was the thing.
Ah!
I mean, I'm sure. Can't you sign in?
I don't know the fucking shit. I bet. Let me see if I can guess it.
It's right there. There we go. Nope. Press it again.
Wow, this is really...
But yeah.
Hooray! All right.
Okay, so...
Community. This is really awful. This is so bad. What is this? Please confirm your country right. Shut up. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is really bad. Patrons.
That's where you want to go. That's where we'll find the patrons.
Oh my God, there's so many of you. Okay, we'll read from the top down. Thank you to these people: Cassidy Coggins, David Brewer, David Brody Millard, Aaron Kelly, Everso Joe, Jacob King, Katie Popiella, Marianne Boucher, Monty, Pip-Hap Scallywab, Rebecca Sublet, Tara Crorkin, Jessica Baruman. Thank you guys.
How did you get the names down easily, but the emails you couldn't say fucking...
I'm gonna fucking strangle you.
Germany.
You're not elsewhere today. You're right next to me. I can handle you however I want.
Yes, you can.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks
You're
a lot.
the best. Fuck yourself. I don't know. I guess we're done.
The end.
Goodbye.